with me. Like, for real, let me show y'all what it is. Why y'all don't make Canelo versus Charlo? Y'all talking about? Somebody put that together. Lil Charlo will fight anybody. I ain't never done no smoke. Yeah. Undisputed versus undisputed. That could be a big thing in boxing.
Yeah, Lions only, keep running your mouth, keep running your mouth. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Jermell Charlo is bulking up. Of course, he is moving up 2 weight classes to fight Payday. You won Payday? Canelo Alvarez, September 30th. Big fight for boxing. I'm going to give some of my thoughts in this video. The clip you've seen at the beginning was a clip of Jermell. He's training. He's putting on size. He's trying to get right. He's moving up. He said with big risk comes big reward. So we'll see. In the words of Roger Mayweather, most don't know about boxing, and they showing I am actually a little surprised with some of the commentary that I'm seeing. Again, this is not to say Jermell has no chance, but I think people are completely overlooking the fact that he's moving up 2 whole weight classes. That's an uphill battle. So if this fight were happening at 54 and Canelo was still at 54, or even if the fight was happening at 160, I think you could be just a bit more overall confident. But the reason Canelo is choosing to fight the smaller brother who is accomplished at 54 is because he is in fact smaller, and that is by design. Because despite Big Charlo being on a very long layoff, some people think that Jermell has accomplished more just based on the undisputed, and that's fair enough. But the fact of the matter is he has fights at 160, so he is still bigger. He's still bigger in stature. People just keep saying, oh, but Jermell's naturally bigger. And again, I don't think people fully grasp and understand why weight matters. Like, here's a quick thing for me to throw out. If weight did not matter, then why don't we see more and more people move up 2 weight classes and take on somebody? And I'm talking about the modern age of boxing, not Ray Robinson, Berto Duran. And I'm talking about in current boxing where fighters are getting, $2-5 million purses, the higher up fighters, right? Why don't we see this? Why didn't we never see Floyd Mayweather go from welterweight to middleweight? And he's the GOAT. He's TBE, right? So for people acting like this is not an uphill battle or not a disadvantage, I don't see that. It is, in fact, a disadvantage. Can Charlo overcome those disadvantages? September 30th, we will find that. But I think people are just grazing over the fact that the weight actually matters. Again, like Triple G, here's
hey, no, guys, hey, Max, this is punches, guys, this is nothing. Kazakhstan.
Right? Let's talk about Triple G. When Triple G first came out, he was with like Abel Sanchez, or when he started making noise with HBO and whatnot, he was with Abel Sanchez. And that was kind of his mouthpiece, because Triple G, kind of a bashful person outside of the ring, not much of a talker. So Abel Sanchez and Triple G both said that Triple G could beat anyone, I think from 54 to 175. However, during this whole HBO reign, he never really fought anyone. He wouldn't move down for Canelo to fight Canelo at 155 because that's what Canelo wanted at the time. He wouldn't move down to 54 to fight Mayweather, or, you know, he wouldn't move up to fight Andre Ward. So he released this range and said I could fight at these weights, but he was supposed to be such a feared puncher and things like that, 21 knockouts in a row, all these types of things, yet he never moved up so much as one weight class. So what does that tell you? It's not advisable to play with the weights. It's that simple, you know what I mean? Because Triple G was at 60, he easily could have moved up to 68 and fought Carl Froch. He said he wanted to. He could have fought Julio Cesar Chavez. That fight never happened. And more importantly, Andre Ward. He could have moved up and fought Kovalev or something at 75 because his team said he could make that weight, but they never made that type of jump. And they never even motioned in that direction to make that type of jump. So it goes to show you that not many fighters are currently doing this, like with the multiple weight class jumping, and there's usually a reason for it. But, you know, all in all, we will see. Now, Canelo does have some shortcomings, and he didn't look splendid versus John Ryder. So perhaps that gives an advantage to Jermell Charlo as opposed to Canelo. Maybe like in the Danny Jacobs fight, he just looked fresher to me. Like his upper body movement, he was still getting out the way of shots. Now Canelo, I think he's been drinking, you know, because I've seen videos and stuff where he like very intoxicated and it's obvious. And he's also golfing and stuff like that. So maybe that bridges the gap for Jermell Charlo. But the bottom line is Charlo looks hungry. He looks ready. It's just a matter of how his body feels with that additional weight. Because again, for all the people saying, oh, he's just naturally bigger, so on and so forth, that's fine. But to have functional added weight and added muscle, this is not a Creed movie, right? Like if Charlo was going to be in Creed 4 and he just gains a bunch of weight to weigh 195 pounds to look good on camera, that's cool because the director's going to yell, cut. Boxing, there is no yelling cut. So that has to be functional muscle, and your cardio also has to be able to substantiate the added muscle, right? And you have to be able to perform. Not only that, you have someone who's trying to, in essence, virtually kill you in the other's ring, and they're trying to take you out. So it's not like you just gain weight and you're running on a treadmill. There's no real conflict there. The only conflict is, can you stay on the treadmill? Do you have the cardio for it? But imagine being tired and gassed out because you gained weight and you're on the treadmill, plus someone's trying to hit you or throw things at you, and when you're exhausted. So we'll see. You know, we'll see how this fight plays. I really wish Canelo would have chosen the bigger Charlo. I mean, that's not even my first pick. I think if he was going to fight Charlo, either one of them, he should have allowed them to come back. I wanted to see Charlo versus Zhu. Now we may never get that fight, you know? And then if he got past Zhu, then maybe move up and start making your way up, things like that. Or let Jermall get a tune-up fight and then fight somebody else. The guy he really should have been fighting is David Benavidez, but I'll save that for another video. Charlo, he looks focused, he looks serious. I have nothing bad to say about him. He's a dog, he's a warrior, and he's taking all of the risk. Let me know how I did in this video, and I'm out.